Hello, Dumaguete.
Hello, Negros Oriental.
Hello, Sillimanians around the world.
This is Joshua Soldivillo.
And this is Ronelyn Vailoces-No.
You're watching
Silliman.
Good evening, everyone. This is a magazine show that talks about different aspects of Silliman University, a program initiated to discuss different matters concerning the campus by the sea. You are watching #Silliman. Hello there, Sillimanians and friends of Silliman around the world. Maayong gabi and daghang salamat for joining us tonight. And thank you so much for making #Silliman as your Monday night habit. And of course, today is the month of March. Aside from the fact that we are celebrating the Women's Month, it's also the Fire Prevention Month. And I think it's very important that we discuss this because it is something that is common as a hazard, and knowing the basic things could actually save so many lives, right? And here in Silliman University, part of our mission is not only to keep safe, at the same time extend help and services to the nearest community, here in Silliman University. So to unpack more details about that, we have invited some officers from the Silliman University rescue group, or the fire and rescue unit here in Silliman University. We are joined tonight by Mr. Alann Catalan. Sir Alann, welcome to #Silliman.
Yes, thank you, sir.
And of course, we also have here a faculty from the junior high school department, one of the officers as well of our volunteer unit here in the campus, Mr. Prime Paul Cepeda.
Thank you, sir, for inviting us here, Sir Josh. It's an honor.
All right. So welcome to #Silliman. Is it appropriate to say Happy Fire Prevention Month? Or but I think our purpose of dedicating March as our Fire Prevention Month really aligns with the change of season, which is, I think, summertime, which is really prone to fire hazards, so on and so forth. So let's talk about now the organization first. What is really the name of your volunteer group, Sir Alann?
Our group is a Silliman University Volunteer Fire and Rescue Unit.
Ayun.
And was led by Professor John Anthony A. Crido.
Okay. So, Sir Prime, in terms of your services, or can we consider it services, or let's say activities in your rescue unit group, what are these?
Yes, primarily, Sir Josh, it's supposed to be a tri-service group or organization, but we are anchored on fire prevention. That's why the first description will be fire volunteers. We are fire volunteers first, but we also extended into the tri-service, as they say, especially with the BFP. We all know that firefighting is no longer limited to just basic firefighting.
Yes.
It also extends into emergency medical services, EMS, and rescue. So before, actually the SUVFR was founded in 2007, and as early as that time, we have already trained in terms of EMS and rescue operations. But of course, we are grounded on the way that we are founded as a volunteer fire organization. But we are trying our best. We are continually training and refreshing our skills to be able to meet all those demands of the tri-service. Fire, EMS, and rescue.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. So you were founded since 2007 and focus on fire prevention now, but you also want to improve later on EMS, but you have started already, and of course for rescue operations. All right, that's very important because as we know, Philippines in general is really prone to, we're actually I think #1 in global risk index. So. Yeah. Especially Dumaguete City, we're nearby the coastal area. We are visited by so many typhoons. And geologically speaking, we also have a lot of fault lines, and even we have a potentially active volcano and a very active volcano here in the province. So I think this is really very important. Now, Sir Alann, on a personal note, how many years have you been volunteering for the rescue unit here in the university?
Actually, we are the pioneer members of this
So since
group.
2007?
Yes.
So ilang years na ba yun? Nahirapan sa math.
2007.
So how many years is that? 2025 minus
18.
2007. That's 18 years. No? I hope my math is correct. 18 years.
Yes, sir.
Wow. So almost 2 decades of being a volunteer.
Yes, sir.
All right. Very quickly, Sir Alan, what was the most recent incident that you responded to? Was it a fire that you can recall, probably within last year? Were you able to mobilize last year? Or
Our
wala namang?
latest fire incident that we attended, I think the fire or Golden Rule store, their bodega.
Here in
Bantayan.
Yes, that
Yes.
actually went viral on Facebook. No? So, Silliman Fire Rescue Unit helped in responding to that fire
Yes, sir.
incident. Wow. So, essentially, how did you respond? No? How do you assisted in the incident?
Since the fire is not as easy as the simple campfire, we went there, the group there, and our trucks was used to fill another fire truck from the BFP. So that was our protocol, sir. If the fire incident is not is difficult, so we let the BFP personnel will attack the fire.
All right.
We'll just
At the front
assist,
line.
Yeah, at the front line. We'll just assist them.
All right. Which is very important, no? Because of course, water supply at the tank could get limited.
Yes.
So, Sir Prime, what have been your trainings? Because these kinds of incident, no, we call that in the technical word, no, incidents. These incidents require so much training. This requires strategic actions and prudent decision making. So, what have been the trainings that your team has undergone?
Actually, Sir Josh, I'm a neophyte or newbie member of the SUVFR. I just became a member last year.
Okay.
Last summer. And yes, I think the recent training that we had was, it was a month-long training, 4 Saturdays together with the BFP here in Dumaguete City. And it was really a very hectic and strenuous, very physical training.
Yes.
So we were actually trained to, we underwent the same training as the basic firefighting personnel of the BFP, yes. And so I remember we culminated with a simulation, a fire simulation. We constructed a makeshift shack there in the middle of the Ravelio field, and we really responded per group. We were separated into.
Ano ba to, bucket relay? Or?
It was really the use of the fire truck.
Okay.
Yes, we really responded as if it was a real fire, and then. Yes, I really learned a lot with those 4 Saturdays, and yeah, it was physically grueling. I can appreciate now the sacrifices of our firefighters, especially when they really respond to the actual fire. It's really very challenging, physically and mentally. Yes.
And they are exposing themselves to so much risk,
Yes, risk.
right? All right. Now, Sir Alan, in the history, because you mentioned you're part of the pioneer group here in the university, in the history of Silliman, no, did we have incidents already of, let's say, fire or... because me as a student, what I recall is there was the bomb threat, just the bomb threat incident. But aside from that, did we have any incidents like fire? Meron ba tayong ganon in our recent history?
Actually, sir, we have also an incident of fire, but it was a quick response by the user, by the building user, by using fire extinguisher. So, for example, the library.
Oh, library. We have that incident. Okay.
Yeah, the janitors quickly respond to that fire. Since one of the janitor is one of our member, so he has a knowledge to how to use the fire extinguisher.
And I think that's very important. That's why we see a lot of fire extinguisher stationed, no, in strategic locations in the university for us to exactly do this. But I think it's very important also that we are going to do, let's say, trainings also to our personnel, to our office head. So as of now, do you see this as a possibility that you can actually echo your training to our fellow faculty and staff?
Yes, sir. Actually, we have a plan, sir. The first thing we do is to train all our janitors and janitresses and including the security guards. Since they were here for 24 hours, so they can immediately respond any fire incident.
Okay.
So hopefully this year, we can have the training, sir.
Now, Sir Prime, in terms of your experience, because you are a neophyte, as you have mentioned, no? How did you feel about joining the rescue unit? You know, on a personal level, were you kind of, let's say, overwhelmed that this is the responsibility now as part of the rescue unit?
It's very fulfilling, Sir Josh. No? Actually, I was aware of the SUVFR before, but back in 2007. But I had a very little opportunity to join because I was still on part-time basis during that time.
Okay.
But I was constantly monitoring the activities of the volunteers, and then I made the conscious decision to join them last year because I had the chance to join them. So yes, it's. I feel that I'm more attached to my community, to the university community, to the city community, to the bigger horizons around me, and then it's fulfilling in the sense that you know that you're making the university, your community safer.
True.
By your simple actions, small gestures, but of course, if you add it all up, especially with our volunteers, it's very fulfilling and rewarding at the same time.
Yeah, that's very true, because after all, what we want in the campus is just safety and security, right? Because no matter how good our curriculum is, no matter how wonderful our facilities are, but if we do not have these layers of protocols, layers of responses, no, put in paper and of course implemented in action, then this actually makes so much difference, right?
Yes.
Now, Sir Alan and Sir Prime, we're just going to pause for a short break. But when we come back, let's talk about now, how does a faculty member or a staff become a volunteer? Because, of course, diba, two hands are better than one. Parang two heads yun.
Two heads.
Hindi two hands. Okay. Two heads are better than one. So how much more if there will be more heads and more hands and more
actually.
hearts helping and caring, no, for the Silliman community and even the outside community. All right? Friends, let's discuss and all of that and more when #Silliman returns. Please stay with us.
In the College of Mass Communication, we offer excellent quality rooms and facilities that would help you excel academically and socially. Right, Aya?
Right. I don't have to go to a different place to read and research because here in MassCom, we have all the books you need.
The college provides you with computers for making your assignments and designing and layouting your articles. Are you done, Antoine?
Almost done. It's a good thing our internet is fast and the computers are accessible.
The college offers a multi-use entertainment space to ensure the quality media will enhance the experience of broadcasting majors. Isn't that right, girls?
That's right. We're so lucky to have this room. Okay, 1, 2, 3, start.
Good morning, this is KMC News, and this is today's.
One of The college's highlight is their specialized facility for recording, production, and mixing, which can be for spoken words, vocals, instrumentals, or any other form of recording. Wow, that sounds great, James.
Oh, thank you. Sir Don helped me a lot.
Professors are the backbone of MASCOM. They foster the curiosity and creativity of students. They help students learn from their mistakes, help them make decisions about career paths, and even offer guidance when life gets confusing. Most importantly, the MASCOM faculty treat their students like family. If you're looking for the perfect horse, choose us and join our family of Mascomistas.
Viva Mascomista! Enroll now!
Welcome back, and you are still watching #Silliman. We're still joined by our friends from the Silliman University Rescue Unit, no, our fire and rescue unit here in Silliman University. And before we took a short break, we were talking about how a faculty or a staff, and let's talk about if they're open also to students, no, who would like to volunteer. All right. So Sir Prime and Sir Alan, if there are faculty and staff who are interested of becoming a volunteer, how do they become one?
Yes, sir.
They would have to signify their intent first, Sir Josh. We are welcoming, as I said, we are open to all university personnel, faculty, staff, and even the contracted personnel of the university. So upon signifying their intention, we would have to group them together and plan for the next include them in the next trainings. And I think it starts from there.
Okay.
And it's a lifelong commitment. So
who will they contact, or where will they go if they wish to be part of the rescue unit?
they can contact our Fire Marshal, Associate Professor Sir John Credo, and we will start from there. Upon signifying their intent, we will take them in and, of course, organize them into volunteers.
Yeah, but just to be clear about it, when it comes to you want to be volunteer, because there might be like some misconceptions that they really, as a volunteer, probably it will require physical exposures, but are you also open to, for example, other sorts of, or other means of volunteerism? Like probably someone could take in charge of your social media account, or some would be, you know, in charge for collecting relief goods, for example, like that. Or when you become a volunteer, it's really more on response talaga siya.
No, sir. Actually, sir, even in the firefighting, not all personnel will do the firefighting activity. Some are just that we call crowd control.
All right. So maraming roles, kumbaga, because
Yes.
that might be the apprehension of our faculty staff and other contracted personnel. Di man ko bagay ana kay dapat pangkusugay raman na. But you can still volunteer in so many ways, as mentioned by Sir Prime earlier. You will be sorted out into groups, no?
Yes.
So feel free. Do you have a Facebook page, sir? Please promote.
Yes, sir. We have a Facebook page. The name is Silliman University Volunteer Fire Rescue, SUVFR. So we invite you to please follow, like, and subscribe to our page, Facebook page, so you will see their updates there of our activities.
All right. So make sure you're able to follow, and you comment there, message them, no? If you want to become a volunteer. Now, let's talk about common prevention, fire prevention tips especially in the campus, no? Like, let's start first by being a student. How can a student be able to prevent fire here in the university? Sir Alan, would you like to answer that?
Yes, sir. For the student, to avoid using electrical connection, for example, if you have an activity in the room, do not make any octopus connection.
Ayun.
It
Octopus
can-
wiring means you connect so many outlets, no? And
Yes, sir.
extension wires.
Using more extension wires, then connect and connect, so it can cause overload.
Correct.
And it can cause fire.
All right. So that's number one. Anything
That's
else,
number
sir?
one. We have a policy here in the university that no fire allowed, no burning. So hope all the students will follow that
Na policy.
policy.
So when you say no burning, meaning to say, in Bisaya pa, di pwede magdaob.
Daob or any cooking device
Open fire.
using
Open fire.
fire.
Ayun.
So they can use electricity.
Right. But in
heating
case,
elements.
like for example, how about for student organizations that will do, let's say, bonfire, they will need to secure a permit. Is that right?
Yes, they have to secure permit first before they can
Go for
do
that
the
activity. So make sure you secure permit from our facilities management office, formerly known as the Buildings and Grounds Office. How about, Sir Prime, at the level of teachers? No? How can we also contribute to fire prevention?
On the level of teachers, I think we would have to be careful about hazardous materials or flammable materials that are in or inside the classroom. So we have to be careful about the storage, and we have to assess our immediate surroundings inside and outside of the classroom. And probably the same with household prevention. Be careful with connections, electrical connections, yes. And
When leaving the office, no, probably make sure that you
Yes.
unplug everything.
Unplug everything, yes, and make sure that no fire-causing or hazardous materials are left behind when we leave the
So
classroom.
I think as office occupants of our buildings, we need to be responsible in unplugging everything. No?
Yes.
Minsan, I see still offices not able to turn off their aircon or electric fans. I think that's very basic of us. And that's also one way to serve energy, right?
To save energy.
Right. Now, should an incident happen, like for example, there's a fire incident anywhere in the campus, God forbid, no? What is the protocol in the university? Who should be the person to contact to? And at the same time, for example, a student sees a fire incident, what should that student do?
In case there are fire incidents happen, sir, they will immediately contact the PASO or the CSSO office right now.
What's the local number of our PASO?
The PASO local number is 299.
299. So if you see any incident, local 420-1901, local 299, or immediately call a guard,
Oh,
probably.
yes, sir. If they have here in the campus, or they have the local line, so they can direct to dial 299.
Dial 299.
Yes, sir.
And then anything else, sir? What do you? And then from the guard.
Then the guard, the PASO office or the CSSO office will contact the Bureau of Fire Protection as well as the fire volunteer,
Right.
so that we can assess the incident.
But aside from that, I think it's a good initiative that we ourselves should save these contact numbers, emergency hotlines in our cell phones, hospital. If we can save the pizza delivery number, I think we can also save the PNP, BFP, PIDEA, all of these emergency hotlines, no? So I think we should also post that on our Facebook page soon, no? So that we will be informed what are the emergency hotlines here in the university. And how about when it comes to, let's say, a classroom incident, no? What should a teacher do? The same protocol, Sir Prime.
Yes, Sir Josh. Inform the authorities, as Sir Alan stated a while ago. And then, since we have fire extinguishers inside the classroom, we have fire suppression devices, we have fire hoses in some buildings. We hope that our faculty, in case, God forbid, that there's a fire inside the classroom, they would be able to use the fire extinguishers properly. and the fire would be extinguished right there on the spot,
Right.
so that it will not spread to the rest of the building.
So bottom line to all of this, no, this requires training,
Trainings.
drills, and simulations.
Yes.
And that's really my dream because I'm also an advocate for disaster readiness. In fact, I'm also teaching disaster readiness and risk reduction at the senior high school. I hope we can do more trainings to this, no? And we would also like to encourage more volunteers. And probably you can also mention, sir, those who are generous alumni, no, to share their some resources for the university. Go ahead, Sir Alan. What are the possible needs, or let's say partners
Yes, sir.
that can help the operations in your volunteer group?
Yes, sir. So we will also ask some donation from our generous alumni. Actually, we need right now some additional equipment for our personnel, more on firefighting. So any group or any alumni who can donate, you just contact our fire marshal so that for the donations.
All right. And of course, visit their Facebook page. So to our alumni, generous alumni there, and possible partners, no, feel free to work with our fire rescue and volunteer group. Now, in culmination of our conversation tonight, Sir Alan and Sir Prime, no, because this volunteer activity that you're doing really takes so much of your time, like
Yes.
preparation, and you're always on the call, no? So I think Sir Prime was able to partially answer this, but allow me to just reiterate the question. What do you get intrinsically in volunteering this? Because I think your response could also inspire others to volunteer. Ikaw, Sir Alan, sabi mong nakuha, what really inspires and motivates you to keep volunteering since 2007, di ba?
Yes, sir. Actually, sir, we don't have any something to get, but our heart is just to protect lives, especially our Silliman communities, and to save also the property.
Okay.
So nothing at all nga we receive any of the
Compensation.
or
Volunteer
that.
talaga. Yeah.
It's really our heart wants to help anybody.
Ayun. And that is so much fulfillment on your end.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you so much, Sir Alan, and more power to you. And stay safe and healthy all the time.
Yes, sir. That's right.
How about you, Sir Prime?
As they say, Sir Josh, the volunteer is priceless. So the magnitude of the efforts of the volunteer in sparing time, exerting effort, and of course risking their lives.
It's true.
For me, that's what actually fuels us to be volunteers for the long run until the end. And so we wish that we are also appreciated by the community and that we are also assisted by the community in our efforts to keep our place, our university, our city, our province safer. So the volunteer is there because he or she is priceless, and he or she continues to be a volunteer.
Yeah, and on behalf of everyone of the Silliman community, we extend our sincerest thanks, no, for your volunteerism, and we can call it heroism also because you're also exposing yourself to risk, no, just to let's say, how do you call this one? To confine hazards, for example, if it's fire, and of course extinguish it in the long run. So dagan kayong salamat for what you're doing. And I like what you said, Sir Prime, that hopefully you will be assisted by the bigger community and the inner community here in Silliman, because definitely you need more support, more resources, and more attention, right? And I think the best assistance that we can give to them is to help them preventing the fire itself.
Yes.
So make sure that you keep your premises safe, especially in your classroom. Be responsible with your wires. Make sure you're not bringing any flammable material, and always follow school policies. All right? Stay safe, and let us celebrate the Fire Prevention Month by really preventing fires. And of course, keep your soul on fire by always watching us every Monday night. See you next week, guys, and to God be the glory. Hello there, Sillimanians and friends of Silliman around the world. Daghang salamat for joining us tonight. And of course, don't forget to support our Facebook page. It's called #Silliman. Don't forget to like, share, comment on your favorite episodes. And of course, our YouTube channel. Please subscribe to it. Don't forget to click the notification bell for you to be aware of our recent posts. See you there. And of course, every Monday night, 8 p.m., we are airing via Channel 6 Field Products, and replays are every Tuesday before the Noontime News and Saturday after the Noontime News. On behalf of Ronelyn, Vailoces-No, this has been Joshua Soldivillo. Kita-kits next week only here on
Hashtag
Silliman.